Hello guys and welcome to Top Explorer. So next week I'm traveling to Berlin, Germany. One of the first things actually coming to mind when we hear the name of this country is beer. We all grew up with the knowledge that Germans love beer. They love beer because it's a part of their heritage. And because they are known for their beer, the German beer must be really, really good. Well, I used to think so as well. Right before I visited Germany for the first time. I mean, of course I have tasted German beers before, but hey, of course it's not the same here, thought young and naive me. Of course, true German beer must be drank in Germany. Yeah. Well, nein. When I first arrived in Berlin in 2009, I was utterly surprised to find the beer scene in Germany was actually pretty poor. With 3 or 4 traditional brew pubs in the center of Berlin, brewing pretty much the same Helles, Dunkel and occasional Weiss beer, the beer scene was stagnant and not too challenging. Until I stumbled upon the true beer heaven in Berlin's Mitte, Aufsturz. More than 100 beers from all over Germany, I could not imagine such a variety. And they had matching glassware for most of their bottles. Wow! Well, that was 10 years ago, of course. I've been visiting Berlin 5 more times since then, usually finding 1 or 2 new beer places popping in the city, bringing Berlin beer scene up a notch, but still not making it truly remarkable. And then the unimaginable happened. I would call it an intervention. It's like few of the strongest players of the international craft beer market just sat Berlin on a couch and said, "Hey, dude, you have to wake up." Well, it's not 1516s anymore, like really. There's a whole craft beer revolution raging all over the world and you're like stuck? Need a hand? Yes, we know you have your Hopfenreich and Vagabund. Anyway, we're coming. And so came the Gargoyles. One of America's most famous breweries, Stone, has opened their chapter in Berlin in 2015. Followed by Brewdog and Mikkeller, this international invasion assisted in reshaping the craft beer scene in Berlin. But hey, that doesn't mean that Berliners were thirsty all the time. Little by little, the beer scene started to awaken, giving birth to more and more watering holes around the city, introducing new flavors, new concepts, the whole new beer culture. So now, in 2019, we observe a completely different picture. Present days Berlin is one of the best destinations in the world for craft beer. Each time I'm preparing for a new trip to Berlin, I'm more than happy to add a new mark to my craft beer map. A new place to visit, a new store to explore, a new brewery to taste. In this video I will share with you my own personal expectations of the beer craft places in Berlin. Stone Brewing Tap Room, Prenzlauer Berg. A brand new Stone brewery location opened last year, bringing Stone beers closer to the center, with a new place being much more accessible than the huge World Bistro and Gardens in Mariendorf. These are amazing news because the distance was the main thing that prevented me from visiting Stone in my last 2 visits. Protocol. Located in the Friedrichshain district, this great beer bar serving 24 taps, including tasting flights, which is great, with an impressive tap list hosting some exclusive beers that cannot be found anywhere in Berlin. I've never been there before, so my personal New Year's resolution is to finally pay a visit and match my expectations to the reality. Something tells me I will not be disappointed. The Castle Friedrichshain, a second bar of the Castle chain, opening its new chapter serving an impressive 50-position stop list. One more unexplored location on Berlin beer map, making a visit to Friedrichshain an absolute must. Muted Horn. Although located a little bit off the beaten track, all the way to Neukölln district, this bar is a home for every true beer geek, especially if you're a fan of sour beers. 22 taps, including 2 nitros, tasting flights, and an extensive list of rare bottles. Sounds awesome, right? Well, it is. Mikkeller and Brewdog. Well, I decided to join these great locations in one mention, them being the must-visit for every beer geek such as myself, and even booking an hotel in a close vicinity of those 2 bars. What's most interesting about these bars is the atmosphere, and guest beer served in a variety of sizes, including tasting flights. Well, of course there's a lot more places worthy of a visit in Berlin. But I don't see the point in simply listing them all. I will post my reality versus expectations video once I get back from Berlin. In the meantime, have a great new year and see you later. Cheers!